repose in action.
When Crystal gets back from work, she's curious about how much they've learned.
Let's say that Willow decided that she wanted to grow up and be a doctor. You feel like the education that they're getting now would be enough for her to be able to get into medical school?
What might happen is that they would go to a college where they didn't have grades.
The children are ultimately suffering for this because they're not going to know who they are. They don't have any goals. They don't have any direction.
We're dealing with someone who puts her children in beauty pageants. You know, her opinion of my children is...
In Colorado, Esther spent the day getting 13-month-old Kaylee a manicure, then making sure the house is pristine. When Tim gets home from work, she must next hit the home gym to keep herself looking good.
We believe we have to maintain because, you know, I don't like overweight people, and she doesn't like overweight people.
You don't like overweight people?
I'm not attracted to them, no. Would I be attracted to you out in this, if I met you? No. Fat girls need love, and just not by Tim. So.
Your standard for beauty requires a woman to be blonde, size 3. Like, what if she became allergic to peroxide and she wasn't so blonde? Would she stop being attractive to you?
I don't think she uses peroxide, but.
Is she really that blonde?
She is.
I really.
Look at Kyle.
Like, where do you think that $140 goes to at the salon?
Nails.
How about the tanning? Tanning is genuinely unhealthy.
I love that dark skin tone.
It's more important to you than an increased rate of cancer.
I don't see a whole lot of people dying from skin cancer.
You don't work in a hospital, do you?
I got plenty of, I know enough people, and they've never died. Esther needs to understand, my wife sold me that package of who she was, and she needs to maintain that package. I love the blonde look, and that's the way it needs to stay. I'm not gonna go there and grow a mullet.
Can't believe the things that come out of that man's mouth. Crystal might find out that she's just another trophy. And, you know, those tend to get replaced with age.
In Washington, Crystal is trying to discover why the girls aren't encouraged to compete.
Have you ever done any sports before?
Nope. I don't think it's too important.
I mean, my gut's just telling me that the kids aren't in sports because it's a lack of motivation on the parents' part. And I think that Eric likes being in this little world at home where he doesn't really have to go out into the world and he doesn't have to expose the kids to that. The girls, really, I think that you're doing a huge disservice to them. You don't want them to be the best that they can be.
I want them to be the best that they can be, but life isn't a big contest.
Actually, it is. When my son's out in the work world, you know, if you're up against a promotion when it comes to somebody else and you're the one that's giving 100% every day, he's going to be the one that's getting the promotion at the end. And that's what he's taking from practices, from games, from sports, and from being a winner.
You realize that there are many careers that don't rely on just stepping up the ladder. There are scientists who work in the field by themselves, and that's
such a secluded, like, bunch of people. I think that Eric is a social outcast, so he just shields himself behind his kids and uses them as an excuse to not have to go out into the world and into the public. Eric doesn't learn to let go of these girls, they're gonna have problems.
In Colorado, it's beauty pageant day, and 13-month